It's time for a new stream. It's time for another stream, guys. Let me set this to live chat. Always gotta make sure I'm on live chat. You know what would be really awkward? If like one day I forgot to like set my stream back up to normal. And I had something like, I don't know, something irredeemable, like 50 gigs of dolphin porn on full like blast on my computer. Like you could see it easily, you know, just not something you can really avoid looking at. Like what if that happened? What if there was just like an irredeemable amount of like dolphin porn on my computer, and that was what was being streamed instead of Disgaea. What if that happened by mistake? By mistake, of course. By mistake. Dongermonger is getting fucking swole. I'm gonna wait until some of you join so I can tell you exactly how swole they've become. But suffice to say, it's pretty fucking swole. And I'm gonna start doing some real wiener grind soon. Only for maximum level gamers such as myself. Only true gamers can understand what I've been through. You know, hey, what's up? What's up, Mickey Carr? Sup, super? What does that mean? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be really crazy, actually. What is his I forget, what is his aptitudes? He's got 100% attack. I'm gonna lose a lot of attack when I swap out of him. You are great, thanks. Thank you. I'm gonna kill Baal soon. I don't know how powerful he is, but we're gonna walk up to him, slam him in the nuts. And he's gonna be really surprised, because he probably didn't expect that. But life has a way. Life finds a way. No, I'm never gonna do that. That is cancer. I'm sure some of you would love these streams to go on forever, but that would be a bit much. Next time you're gonna see a stream like that kind of stuff, it's gonna be on Disgaea 2 Remastered Perfect Edition. What other announcements did they make for Nippon Ishii's 30th? No, I have the demo for it. I have the demo for Disgaea 7 and I played that, but I don't know. Some people have been saying, I've noticed on like on certain threads, certain boards where people actually discuss this game, which is surprisingly more than Reddit at the moment, where there's a dedicated space 24/7 to this kind of discussion. People have actually been talking about Disgaea 7, and one of the things I read was that apparently it contains the good aspects of 6, which I'm not really too familiar with, and it's 5, Disgaea 5 all over again. But, you know, I was under the impression that Disgaea 6 was already Disgaea 5 all over again. But it was missing some of the fundamental stuff, which they don't seem to have re-implemented. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, El Maxi... Miss Missimo. I was about to call you El Maximo. Man, have I been just, like, misreading your name in my head this whole time? Maybe I'm losing my mind. I'm losing all perception of reality. Oh yeah, by the way, since a few of you are in here now, I made some off-screen progress. Alright. Yeah, me and my dad say stuff like that to each other all the time. My dad's a pretty eccentric guy, so whenever he sees me, he says the one and only. The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, and stuff like that. You know, after we've seen each other for... We haven't seen each other for a few hours or something like that. Yeah, he's a funny guy. I'll show you what my full progress is, but I started this stream with Dongermonger here at level 550, something like that. But I reincarnated him off stream, which is important to note because he was about that level or something like that before I started playing today. So I got him to level 1000, and I did a bunch of other stuff to make his grinding process easier. No, oh no. This is the one reason right here why you want to have multiple people who are capable of clearing this shit out. You have no idea how frustrating it is in this game when you're actually retarded, like I am, and you're not paying attention, and you're playing Disgaea 1 or 2, and you can't back out of a level, and oh, look, my only unit who's able to clear this map has no mana anymore. It's a little bit more forgiving in this game, I think. Particularly because they added a new map in this game. They added a new map for the PSP version, which, you know, we have here. Initially, this map that I've been doing was the best one in the game, and you can see why that might be dog shit for actually grinding. In the same capacity that you have for Disgaea 2, which has a maximum level of 4,500 or something like that. Maybe I'm reversing the 4 and the 5, but it has really high levels. It's particularly noticeable when you consider that clearing a map with like 9 units on it, like you do in Disgaea 1, typically brings you up about to the same level as that unit. So if you're clearing out a map like that, you're instantly brought up to that level, basically. Not so much in Disgaea 2 when you're dealing with like high levels. It's really close though, I think. Anyway, biggest differences between Dongermonger as he was yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday and today, is he's gained over 40 fist mastery. He's really good at fisting. You might consider him a fisting master even, because when he goes, he goes so fucking deep, man. Let me tell you. He's also got a shit ton of strength now, a shit ton of attack. I made him a new weapon. The Infernal Fist. He already had an Infernal Fist, but as you might have noticed, all of my effort went into increasing his hit on that, so it's kind of a shit weapon. It's kind of actually a dog shit weapon. And I leveled up the Horse Wiener, which I know some of you are going to be really happy about. Let me see. Oh wait, shit. Oh, I also sorted out some of my stuff here. So it's not as bad anymore. It's still kind of bad, but it's not as bad. Am I able to get to floor 100? I haven't been able to try. I haven't encountered any legendaries at all. We're gonna unequip the Horse Wiener as well. And we're gonna move the Infernal Fist gladiators into here. Because we took them out of the Horse Wiener before. There's a lot of... I think I can get a lot better by just harvesting these. Yeah. How much? Yeah, that's full capacity right there. Yeah, unfortunately, that takes down the Infernal Fist. It's basically not much better than the old Infernal Fist when you look at it like this. Because unfortunately, the difference between equipping statisticians on these is like negligible. It's borderline non-existent. You might as well not even be doing it, to be honest, but we're like going for perfect stats. The indifference is probably going to like be 500 attack or some stupid shit like that. It'd be higher if we were doing like multiple floors, etc. Like we are with Horse Wiener. Probably makes a lot more difference in Horse Wiener. You know, I should probably be careful about saying Horse Wiener so much. You see, this though, this is exactly what happens to me when I'm playing this game. I don't know if any of you guys really cared enough to notice, but I started talking about the item stuff, and my goal was to get... My goal when I started this up was to get Dongermonger to at least level 1000. As you can see, he hasn't hit level 1000, but I've already dived into another weapon. Like, I've completely changed course. I've diverted what I was doing. This is what this game does to me. Like, I'll just start a task and change entirely what I'm doing. I love this game. It's like you create these micro goals and you set out to do them, and by the time you're done, you kind of start to ask yourself, like, what am I doing with my life? What is going on? What went wrong for me to wind up playing this game as much as I have? Yeah. Addictive gameplay. Well, I mean, Horse Wiener is a legendary, but it's just a matter of not really having anything substantial is what I mean by that. There's not any rank 34 or 39 legendaries that I've encountered thus far, which is like insane. It's a lot easier in Disgaea too. I don't know what the requirements for it are in this one. No. People are about to die. Yeah, you just get cloned horse wieners. I'm also like leveling up Dongermonger. As I mentioned before, this guy is going to be my thief. He's basically here so that I can have a thief, and the thief can steal items. I assume his hit chance for that, his success chance, the maximum is doubled because he has double the rates. I need to give her some better boots. If I gave her boots, she would be actually unstoppable in terms of diving into items. And suffice to say, we need all the help we can get. I want to get to like essentially insane psycho mode where I can hit level 9,999 and basically tear through the fabric of reality and get it to such a point that people start asking me why I'm so swole for a game I'm playing for a review. review. Why do you have max level horse wiener? What is wrong with you? I want those kinds of reactions. Oh yeah, another thing that I was thinking about, like a plan that I should probably have is to go down through the list of items, right? Go down, like, essentially emergency exit out of one of these and just keep coming into a high-level item with high-level enemies and steal their shit, basically. I don't know what determines rarity of items in this, like higher-level items. I don't know if it's directly tied to level or if it's tied to how far you are into a certain level of item. It could be either, to be honest. We'll find out, but it certainly seems tied to level, because as you can see, this guy has an infernal shield. He's got a legendary hibernal sword. What? Hold on, let me see what level those are. Disgaea 1 weapon ranks. List of Disgaea weapons. Let's go immediately to sword. See the sword weapon stats. It's probably not that great, actually. Hibernal is actually pretty low now I'm looking at it. I need a cosmic blade is what I need. A legendary cosmic blade is what they're saying. Hibernal sword is only rank 18. What about the armor? Let's look at the also look at weapon stuff, because like your monster stuff, it tends to be pretty easy to get like some of this. Oh wow, El Dorado is like the name of an axe in one of the other games, but it's named it's the name of a monster weapon in this one. Um. I guess I can't really find weapons here, or armor rather. It's just kind of the deal. Invincibility. Actually, now that I think about it, there's nothing really stopping me from just... Okay, that's kind of stopping me. What about this? Oh, you're invincible, huh? That's cute. Now you're not. Now I'm invincible. And I make the rules. I say everyone dies. Dun, dun, dun. I just get distracted really easily. I have a lot of different goals. I have a lot of different goals at the moment. Yeah, I don't care about item world as much. For me, item world is essentially... item world is the gateway to being able to do character and ability levels better. So I was a little... It is a little bit disappointing to see them, like, move away from that in 5 and such. It does get a lot better the further you go into the series, like item world, I mean. Item world is basically the biggest improvement that you can say about Disgaea. Like, it goes from Disgaea 1 item world, which is basically super ultra bare bones, to Disgaea 5, which you know, I mean, you guys know what I've said about Disgaea 5 item world. It's fucking insane. It's actually insane what they did to item world. Let me see. I already healed. Let me save. Don't get me wrong though, because I have a lot of respect for what they did to this game. Especially like, you know, working with nothing. They basically had this idea for like this endless grind area, the item world, where you can just go inside and make weapons better. Like, there's plenty of shit they didn't really think or plan through, but they made content for all of it. It's like, oh well, you know, here's what we want. Here's some cool ideas we had. Here's what happened. Here's what's coming out of it. It's a ton of just a ton of shit. Like, you can hop in here. It's a huge, like, time sink, really. I think variety is probably the best part of Disgaea, actually. Because there's so many ways to tackle things. Like, there's things that, you know, like, obviously you can do, but like the interesting part about this guy is the open-ended goals, the things that you don't really plan for. That they had no way of planning for. Yeah, actually, I do think that it would be better. I think that, honestly, I would like to see them go back towards Disgaea 1 and 2's style. And what I mean by that is, Disgaea 1 and 2, everything is simple, right? I don't like the new skill system that they added in 3 and 4. So you see right here, my skills level up, they get more SP, they get more powerful, they get more range, and then I have Weapon Mastery, which if I'm using magic also gives me more range, but it also gives me more damage. And I think that is objectively the best system in the series, because there's a lot, like, it feels more natural, and I don't need a guide explaining how to use it. It just happens. It's something that you can uncover, like, just through, you know, basic playing, a basic play session. It works the same way as in 5, but in 5 it's just enhanced, I suppose. They worked more on it, but how it works is essentially you upgrade, you level it up through you level it up by putting SP into it. They still have levels, but the levels don't really do much of anything. I think they actually reduce the cost and things like that. But you know, like you put mana into these skills, and it increases the range and the power of the ability, but it's just less intuitive. It's less intuitive, and I think Disgaea needs more sandbox-like gameplay where everything is an intuitive part of the game, and it's understandable at a, you know, like a basic interaction with the game, and doesn't require a tutorial. Like, even though I understand how this stuff works, you know, it just doesn't feel as good. It and a lot of that is definitely because I played the older games, and you know, I already know how things are supposed to be in my head, right? Like, I have this expectation of how the games are supposed to be. And it's unfortunate, you know, like, in a way, because I would probably be able to shut my brain off and enjoy a lot of things more if I had played them first, right? But I'm not comparing this game as, like, the first... I'm not comparing, like, say, 5 or 4 or 3 as the first entry in the series. I've played all the other games. I already know what's missing, in a way. I know that there's plenty of people who probably love some of the stuff that replace this stuff. It is just hard to look past. Hey Jojo, welcome to the stream. We're leveling up Horsewiener right now. Oh yeah, I can just walk him to here. Oh yeah, Horsewiener's level 56 now. I didn't say how many levels we had gained, but we gained a considerable amount. It was at 40 when I started the stream, and it was at 30, maybe 20 when I don't know. I don't remember actually. I think it was at I guess it was at 40 when I started the stream and 30 when I ended the stream. Oh, fuck. That guy died. I shouldn't have let him die. This guy had 87 fire mastery and or immunity. I wasn't paying attention to that. I should have, but I wasn't. This is why the star element exists. What do you mean, Gunner? Isn't Gunner just thief in this? I'm pretty sure. Or not Gunner. That's like the geomancer of this game. The one who died. Do people die in this game? They seem kind of immortal to me. Disgaea will be around for a long time. It will transcend time and space. Yeah, that's the geomancer of this game. Maybe I should play Disgaea 7 on my own time, or 6 on my own time, so I can understand like what is just being used from Disgaea 6. You know, for clarity's sake. It'd be kind of awkward if I said, "Oh, I like this feature they added," and turned out it was from 6. You know, I haven't played enough of 6. One of the reasons why is because I don't want to pay another $60-$70 or some shit to play a game I already bought and did not like when I played it. There's some of that's probably from like not understanding Japanese, but it's just ugh. Ugh. Item King. No items on him. Can you really call him a king? Infernal Staff. Infernal Staff. Okay, usually that is a rank 39 weapon. That has been a rank 39 weapon in multiple games. Or 38 at the very least. Hold on, let me make sure. Infernal, like, I automatically associate that with... Yeah, that's 38. I gotta get that at him right now. Grants the power of the Overlord. If I can get that to 30... If I can get that item, I can actually guarantee... that I get an Omniscient Staff down the line. By the way, the funny thing about the Omniscient Staff is its description, which I can see on the wiki, which is probably one of the worst descriptions you can give an item. It just says the best staff you can get. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Don't get me wrong, but it's also goofy. What are the? Let me go down here. Let's see what other people have on them. Yeah, that is a big fucking... That is a big get. That is a big get for me. This guy's a space pirate. Dongermonger. I don't have any hands. My lord. This is the perfect situation, and I don't have any hands. Where did my hands go? I had like 2 or 3 of them in my inventory when I was playing earlier. I know I did. They must have gotten deposited. That is so painful. That is terrible. That's terrible for me. Oh my god. If this guy could cross over with any series of your choosing, which one would you pick? If it could cross over with any series of my choosing, That's a hard question. That is a hard question. However, I would say Final Fantasy. And somebody's probably going to think Final Fantasy Tactics. No, fuck that. Don't mix it with Final Fantasy Tactics. But you cannot doubt that the class system from like Final Fantasy 3, 5, Bravely Default would not go pretty well with Disgaea gameplay. I think. You know, they already have the class mastery system in Disgaea 5, and I believe it's in 6 as well. But you cannot deny that would not be, or that would definitely be a system right there. That would be a good fundamental thing to add. Or a good fundamental... It would be a good thing. It'd be a good Disgaea game. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so other than that, let me think. Is there any other Disgaea game I would like to play? Disgaea another mix and match, I suppose. I've said it before, but my perfect MMO would probably be something along the line. Well, not perfect MMO, but a good MMO to be like excited for would probably be like a Disgaea MMO. You know, something where I can like where an MMO where the grinding is actually not shit and actually fun to do. Where I can smack people around and just become ultra powerful. Like comically powerful, I guess. Like an online game like that. The closest that you have to that is like Mabinogi, and Mabinogi kind of fucking sucks, to be honest. Like that has some of the the in-game content is basically, hey, here's this ultra powerful unit who a character who might just get stuck in this same fucking animation so that you can't get back up and defend yourself. Like what if you just couldn't defend yourself at all? Imagine, like hypothetically, what if you couldn't? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be really funny if you just lost the ability to play the game? Hilarious even. Mabinogi is a game with decently fun combat, surrounded by like some of the worst mechanics imaginable. It's just frustrating, I guess. Like you have to go like through the story, and the story is like huge meme combat. You're just like basically rushing through the story so you can unlock new things. And then there's a section in the story where it's like, oh hey, we really want you to buy our cash shop items where you can heal to full for free. How would you like it if there was this character that could hit you from max health on your 15 plus year account that you casually play on? And what if he wasn't even like considered hard by your difficulty meter, but he still did that, and he was kind of like invulnerable, completely invulnerable to knockback, or some stupid shit like that. And what if we just kept releasing new classes that are exponentially more broken? It's crazy. I don't have another gladiator to put on this. Look into Mabi Pro. Yeah, a friend of mine was playing that. Is into that. I actually had my friend. I had that friend message me recently because I guess he doesn't completely play Mabi Pro. He plays it sometimes, and he messaged me asking And this is something he did in a fit of frustration, mind you. I don't know what he went through. I didn't ask. He asked me, "Hey,
Did the package come?
no, it didn't come.
Damn it.
You're not getting it until you... Hold on. Alright, I muted my mic. Basically, I paid my niece to do some work via buying her, her gifts. Well, I would have given her, like, money, but she just wanted to, like, buy things online. Like, little things that she got, or little things from, like, a creator she likes on TikTok or something. And I told her she wouldn't even get to open it until she actually did the work. No, it's more like I'm having her do something I don't want to do. Which is mowing the lawn. I don't like mowing the lawn. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. Mainly because it's not being looked after at all. So it gets very bad. And they want me to, like, take care of that. But, yeah, I cannot be fucked to do that every week or so because there are weeds in the, there's weeds in the yard. And it just makes the grass grow really fast. She's getting paid really well, though. Too well, actually. So she can't really complain. The last time I had her do something like this, she wound up not doing it for a long time, and I got flack for it.
Your cat got on me. Help.
Well, let her down.
There. I think she's gonna stay in here because, like, she's so sorry. Look at her.
Look at her.
It's candy.
Take it off. What color is that? That's, oh wait, no, that's just purple. Where's the purple one? Purple one's over there. Probably should have done that, like, immediately. Anyway, as I was getting to earlier, and I forgot about it because I was on that track, that mindset, where I got asked a question, or I got, my niece came in and started talking to me. My friend was really frustrated and started asking me about MapleStory and asking if it has any RNG features that completely fuck you when you're trying to just, like, make a weapon or something. You're just trying to progress. Hey, Nick. He's just, like, very frustrated by this. I don't know what he went through, but man was not happy. The man was very unpleased, even. Seething, if you will. like screaming. My niece is messing with my mom. I also know another guy who plays Mabby who this dude is a huge whale. He spent a lot of money on items, and he was in the call while he was doing it. Keep in mind this was I met some of I met some pretty good friends through Mabinogi, but I would not recommend it for the intended purpose of playing it with people. Like actually playing it for gameplay. You play a game like that for the community.
Your cat. She has big wide eyes.
Huh?
Look, she's about to unplug it.
About to unplug what?
That.
Yeah, let her out. But yeah, every good moment for me in Mabinogi was not really tied to the combat. It was tied to interacting with the community. I would say the combat, or rather the gameplay, it's kind of like the smallest reason to play people. Mabinogi. We are talking about Mabinogi. Okay, well, Mabinogi is noteworthy for being a good game that kind of doesn't it's not as good anymore in a number of ways. Kind of got worse over time. It's kind of but it is all right. It's interesting. It's a unique MMO. I have some pretty fond memories of it, playing it with a friend of mine that I made on Fly for Fun. Yeah, it got worse basically because of Koreans. Because the Korean owners deciding to make it worse over time. Alright, see you, man. I made a lot of good friends through MMOs. MMOs primarily good for making friends. I don't know. I don't know what else you could really say that they're good for. Because I met friends on MMOs and, you know, like, I added them on Discord and they wound up being fucking cool. You know? It's actually a really astonishing thing that MMOs can do. Like, no other genre can bring you together as well as an MMO can. Like Dylan, who appeared on my stream like 2 streams ago. I met him through Mabinogi. You know, some of you guys were a little bit annoyed, I think, because he was really manic at the time, taking his meds for the first time. Taking new meds for the first time, I should say. but you know, he's a cool guy, and I should start a podcast with my friends. I don't know. I kind of would feel dirty about something like that because I would be afraid that my friends would see me as using them, and I don't want anything to ruin our relationship. I have bad experiences working with friends. And, on, like, any sort of project. I know, like, a podcast, big meme, right? But,
I cast stage 4 breast cancer.
you have stage 4 breast cancer? Well, can men even get breast cancer? I'm pretty
Yes.
sure it's, like, majority women.
Yeah, but
Overwhelming
men
majority.
can, I think.
Like, I actually have not really heard of men getting breast cancer.
Look at me.
So if anything, you would be the one getting it. What? You just blow in my face?
Yeah.
Dork.
See?
Dork.
I'm a...
It's funny when kids, like, they censor themselves, they cut themselves off. She said, "Bih." Like, she's trying to swear, she's trying to call me a bad word, but she doesn't actually go through with it. You know what I mean? No, she cut herself off in another way, so she didn't mean it like that. She was just trying to censor herself so she wouldn't get in trouble. If you're censoring yourself like that for any reason, it's because you're afraid of your parents. You're afraid of your parents beating your ass. That is why you do that. The donger grows stronger. Some of my friends have expressed interest in working together with me on some projects. Like making a mod or something together. It would be fun. It would be fun to do something with friends. But I don't know. I've ruined some friendships over projects. And I would say that it's not really my fault so much as it is a refusal to compromise on my morals, I suppose. It wouldn't really be as much of a deal in something unrelated to game moderation, but I don't know. A lot of my when I told you guys about that Dragon Ball role-playing game I worked on, and people just it's just disappointing, I suppose, on like multiple levels. Like you do your best to, I suppose, be as uncorrupt as possible, and you have like these people who are gonna tarnish your name and drag you through the mud. And then on top of that, you have like, you have to like deal with this like, I guess you have to deal with other people, so it's kind of complicated, and it gets really messy like when there's other people who are like moderating the game and they don't like how they don't have their ideals don't line up with yours, and you know they're not willing to put up with it, I suppose. Funny story, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this to you guys. Maybe I have. A lot of this is gonna get a little bit heated. You're gonna have to forgive me for a moment. There were a lot of black people who played the game, and this isn't going where you think it is, but basically there's like this animosity they held towards the moderators, because you know like it was part of a bigger community, so I guess like you know you're willing to sort of forgive some of this stuff, like some of these expectations of moderation being like toxic or whatever and being racist, because you've experienced some of it firsthand and you're like, oh well, you know, they're just being real. That's just kind of how it is. But I would frequently come under fire from some of these people when they got banned for legitimate reasons, and they would accuse me of being racist towards them. Some of them I didn't really know were black too. A good example of this is this one particular guy who wound up kind of being a bit of a sociopath or something like that. And I had defended this guy. At the time, I want to make this clear. I didn't even know what ethnicity this guy was. You know, it's text-based.
Yo, is Len in there?
No, go away. I'm telling a story.
I want to listen.
Anyway, I had been defending this guy for a while, essentially trying to because you know he was doing pretty well. You know, he had issues that he had lied to me about, and at the time I was believing him. And one day I had to pull the trigger, essentially. You ever seen that picture of, I guess it's like the Winnie the Pooh image where it's either Pooh or it's Piglet that has the gun and they have to like pull the trigger on the other. That's kind of what I went through basically. I was told by the other moderators, hey, you have been basically allowing this guy to do too much, and you have to pull the ban hammer now. So you learn your lesson, and you don't let something like this happen. I want you to do it, because it's essentially because of you that this guy hasn't been banned yet.
Hey, is Nick in there?
Shut up! I'm telling a story. I'm telling a story. It's an important story. And I had to ban this guy. I banned him. You can come back. I'm actually...
No.
Okay. She got pissed. But this is a triggering story for me. I had to ban this guy. And what he sends to me is... I have a little screenshot for it, actually, because I took pictures of this. And this guy is like a walking mockery now. He's like everybody hates this guy now because he went and he did his own thing. Let me find what this says, because I have pictures of it and it's in this shit posting channel, pinned, indefinitely, foreverly pinned, and loving it. Because I hate this guy now for essentially what he said to me, because it's bullshit. Let me scroll up. He posted the ban to me. It says, "You have been banned by mint condition. Reason, being a drunk, toxic man in local OOC, out of character." You know, local OOC means local out of character. This means that this guy was in a role-playing game saying out of character things, as in like in a separate text chat where you can talk to people like that, right? And offending, like insulting them to their face. And I said, getting into trouble and insulting basically everyone near him. I told him to reevaluate his life. And it said, this is a permanent ban. This is a permanent ban. It said, really, I didn't do anything but RP. Cool. You ain't my friend. You ain't my friend no more, white boy. And I'll make sure your shit gets shut down. So remove me as a friend, cause CC is dead. It's not even original, bitch. It was at that point I realized that this guy was black, by the way, when he referred to me as a white boy. Because white people don't refer to each other as white boy. I had no idea. And so, people just assume, they just accuse you of being racist sometimes if you're an admin and you ban somebody. But if anything, I was probably the most tolerant of the player base out of all the admins, and because of what they did, I'm not going back, ever. I'm never going back to that game. Because it's not worth putting up with both the admin team and the player base. It'd be one thing if it was one or the other, but it's both. I need to go back to that game and start a race war. Ironically, race wars happen pretty frequently in that game. Because people will be playing as Saiyans and shit, and the Saiyans want to kill all humans and shit like that. Or Tuffles. The best way to put the, to explain how much the rest of the RP community is fed up with other black people in the role-playing community, in this community I was a part of. I had this friend, his name was Jordan, and when I was talking to him about he had started a Naruto role-playing game, and he actively referred to referred to these role players as the N-word. So you have other black people calling each other N-words. Because they were tired of this this sort of mentality, I suppose. It's like, no, people don't hate you because you're black in the game. They hate you because you're waking up at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or what? No, actually 3 a.m. EST is what it was. 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's like 12 for me, right? And killing people, killing them while everybody's offline with minimal roleplay, minimal reason, and all because you know other people aren't going to be online to help them. They weren't killing like big names half the time. They were like doing 5-on-1 gank squads where they were killing the people doing social roleplay and stuff who weren't really contributing anything. I guess it's I'm generalizing grime squads at the moment. But that sort of mentality carried on outside of grime squads, because I had this one guy approach me, British black guy who wasn't a part of the Grime Squad, and the Grime Squad basically will, if they ever get banned, they go onto other Discords and other servers, and they will lie about what happened and tell people that you're racist and that you hate black people and that you're basically Hitler or some shit. And so this guy messaged me once, and I had to like explain to him what happened, and that because they went and told this guy as if it was going to epically own me. I guess they're tattling, so to speak, about something that didn't happen. Crap. Actually, this isn't going to work. Let me go in through here. Very target height problem. Is that so? Yeah, role-playing in those groups is really crazy. It's other people too. It's just that that particular group complains about racism that isn't there, I suppose. Half the time when they get banned. They also say like everybody's abusive. I remember one of them sent me like he was really mad at me once. And so he sent me like some fucking ultra cucked, there's no other way to put it, by the way. That's basically what it is. There's no other way to put it. It's like ultra cucked, like Hollywood movie shit where like it's like this Italian explaining to some guy how like they just let black people fuck their women or something like that in ancient times, and how all Italians are part black and their women just really loved BBC or some shit. And he, like, I guess he sent this to me to make me upset, but I'm not part Italian. I'm not part Italian. There's nothing. I have no genetics. I have more genetic similarities to other ethnic groups, like sub-ethnic groups within the white race. I suppose. I don't know how else to phrase that, but I don't know. He sent me some like Italian shit, and he's like, "How this make you feel, white boy?"
Hey.
Huh?
I need.
Yeah, this was yeah, sorry about that. I had to answer something. Well, I mean this is beyond, by the way. So it's like there are a lot of people from 4chan on there. I discovered this when I was 13 or so long before I ever experienced 4chan. It's just really funny how things turn out in a way. Yeah, very terrible kinds of toxicity, I suppose. I have a lot of stories about how awful that fucking community is. I probably have some of the biggest stories, actually. Because I know a lot about what was going on. It's just crazy to me, though. It's really crazy in a way. because I basically spent, at some point in time, I was spending like all my time working on this. And I probably should have stopped way sooner. It was probably like some of the least appreciative people you would ever meet. They didn't quite understand like how much time went into making things. I remember one time I had been at the start of making everything. At the start of making the game, there was a lot of bugs that had to be fixed. Because it was really buggy, right? It took a month, or a little bit more than a month, to squash a lot of the bugs. And I was not in a good mental space, because I would come home. Actually, no. That doesn't sound right. I don't think I was working at the time. I would work on it 24/7. And, you know, to fix every bug we could find. And it was very stressful. It was insanely stressful, actually. And, this guy, one of the first things he said to me when I was explaining what we were working on and all this, and I was like, oh, I was doing this and that, and this guy was like, why are you even pretending? Everybody knows you don't code this, etc. And I had been like coding a lot, but I don't remember the exact thing he said to me. It's been a while, right? But it was really long, and it was like basically insulting me and saying that there's no way I could have possibly worked on the game, and that I was a poser, etc. And keep in mind, nobody really understood at that point, like, what extent I was working on the game. But it was a fucking metric fuck ton of bug fixes that had to be done. And so one of my first experiences with this community is basically being told to go fuck myself by this guy. Crazy. Crazy. I'm not even surprised that there's so much abuse in the community. They kind of deserve it at that point. How close am I? Okay, so we're on floor 88. I should really be checking the characters to see if they have any good stuff on them. This guy has a legendary Brocken, for instance. Belial Force. What level is Belial Force? Because that sounds like a high level item. Oh, an accelerator, huh? An accelerator. Ooh. This guy has an accelerator. But you've got to be fucking kidding me. A second time, huh? Well, not today. What we're doing is we're actually gonna Gensi exit, and we're gonna save. We're gonna get rid of all these Gensi exits. I don't need so many of these Gensi exits. I know I put these in my inventory. Or that I bought these. So they should all just be in my inventory. And that'll be it. We'll save again. We're gonna make sure characters have good stuff on them. And if not, we'll just reload. Yes, it's randomized, but they have good items on the last level, the last floors, like this. Infernal Axe, huh? Providence. Dragon. Are glasses primarily hit or int in this one? Let me see. Disgaea 1 armor. And what level is that axe? He has an axe. The Infernal Axe is rank 38. Disgaea 1 armor. List of accessories. Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive, blazing speed, plus 99 move and jump. That's pretty insane. I knew that this weapon, that item was insane. I didn't know it was 99 move insane. Man. Okay, glasses. Providence is the max level. Okay, so glasses don't really have anything good. Why even bother with that? Thoughts on Hi-Fi Rush outselling Forspoken? It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Forspoken being played, and the characters are kind of fucking obnoxious. There's no way around it. In order to make that game good, they would have had to not make it. That would be the best case scenario. They just had to not make it. But they did make it, and I don't know. It seems like they're out of touch. Like, one of the lines is, is basically like the character shitting themselves over their new powers, and they're like, I can move stuff in my mind? Magic, I do that now, and stuff like that. I mean, what I saw of the gameplay, it didn't look good. It's one of those games where you can basically stand still and the AI freaks out and you attack them for extended periods of time. One of those kinds of games. One of the games where the AI doesn't seem to understand what's going on. At this point, I'm just waiting for Square to, like, stop making video games. It's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of really embarrassing. Like, these are the people who used to make legendary games. Die. What's going on, big guy? Why does your game suck so much now? Hello? Hi, Dylan. How's it going? Yeah, we do need to make our own games. Dylan, when are we making our own game? When are we making our own game on Roblox so we can be featured in a Ruben Sim video? Miss. Man, all of these seem to miss. It certainly doesn't feel like a 50%. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, look at that. From 5 to 8. That is insane. That's going on her. Wow. Etc. teeth. Makes you faster, don't ask. Or don't ask why teeth. I am speed. Yeah, we'll make Leapy Dit's place. I can learn Lua. We make a cool game together. Then I can review Leapy Dit's place. Yeah. Let's go into the horse wiener now. Eventually, that's gonna stop being as funny for me. But that's not today. Because I am childish. Oh, I fucked that up. I didn't have to do that. Oh, wait. Accelerator allows me to move really fast, so it doesn't matter. Whoa, insane. I'm gonna have to get another accelerator. Maybe not even an accelerator. I'll get hyperdrive. That's what I'll get. Get off there. Speed. Yeah, I really do love these boots. These boots are insane. Keep saying that. Let's move. Is it morally wrong to pirate games? No. In fact, I would say it's morally right to pirate games. Unless you have unless you want to support them. It is morally just. What about music? It is morally wrong to listen to music, okay? What do you mean? I'm kidding, but yeah, I don't. I don't know. You know, people pirate music all the time. They're making mad money off of music. I don't really care about pirating it, but video games in particular. If you're playing anything AAA, you're in the moral wrong to pay for them. That is my argument, because these people are using all of their money to make video games worse. I think that it is morally wrong to spend money on them. These are the people who will be first to replace game developers and completely fuck up the economy, fuck up the market with AI generated schlock. They will be the first people to do that. Where's the horse wiener, dude? Oh, there it is. And it's not a legendary. Kind of cringe. Kind of concerning. What's going on, big guy? Yeah, robots are better than people. Yeah, I don't like AI generated art. I don't like that. Quite frankly, it should be scaring a lot of people at the moment, but it doesn't for some reason. Even though this shit is trained off of humans. It's trained off the humans' work. And nobody, like, a lot of people do not care. But I care because I would like to work in that market. In fact, you know, that sort of market is my dream job. And you know, what am I gonna wake up to do with my life if I get to that point? And it's like, why even bother? Somebody can just train an AI on all, like, hypothetically, let's say I'm working my dream job and I make these games, and somebody just uses a bot and has it play all of my games and they can now make their own versions of my games faster than I can and better than I can, because you know, obviously they can go through, since it's producing content so fast, they can just make an infinite game that runs off of my work. And then there's going to be somebody who says, oh, well, you know, maybe you should have made a better game that couldn't have been copied or something. Let's go back in there and get a... Oh, wait, I didn't leave. I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to leave and come back. I didn't do that. Big oopsie. Well, I mean, what I mean by this is there's a lot of people who aren't in the market who are now making fun of it. They're making fun of people for caring about this. I'm not saying that there's nobody who cares about this. I'm saying that there's not enough stink about it. This shit should be illegal, is my perspective on it. Specifically, to some extent, it should definitely be illegal. There should be protection on this, is what I'm arguing for. People should essentially ban search engines from being generated through AI, or they should ban AI from using search engines, is what I'm saying. AI shouldn't be able to go onto my DeviantArt. I don't actually have a DeviantArt. AI shouldn't be able to go on my DeviantArt and analyze the information on my DeviantArt and produce my art. It shouldn't be allowed to do that. Laws, there are people who use the argument of laws for this and say something like, well, AI, you know, humans are trained on other people's art, which is a stupid argument to make because, you know, just because humans can like analyze art and copy it, it's not the same because the AI can do it at such a level where it would take normally it would take a human normally like years to do. It's a skill. The AI can do it instantaneously. It's not comparable. There's no effort put in. There's no anything. This is blatant copyright infringement because it actually is in fact replacing the art of artists. It's going to put a lot of people out of business. And I know that's kind of rich considering I just said don't spend money on AAA games or whatever, but you know, it's AAA versus basically anybody ever being able to make art ever again. Will there be AI girls that replace real women? I don't know about that. I feel like there's some things that you can't replace in real life. The touch of a human being is one of them, unless we get to the point where robots can secrete like these hormones and shit, and you know, just replicate how it feels to touch another human being and have those natural responses to it that occur in the body rather than, you know, it just being some bullshit in my where I'm touching like an AI or a robot and there's nothing that comes from it. You know, human touch is something that actually has effects on the mind and the body. You know, you get happier. I don't exactly know the terminology for this. It's like probably something to do with hormones or some shit. Or some sort of like nigh invisible thing, but you know, like when you touch another human being, whether it be a hug or something, you do feel better. You feel like you're interacting with a person, and that's that is unreplaceable. That will never be replaced. The feeling, the sensation of being able to interact with somebody and having a real genuine connection, I don't think that can ever be replaced. And even if it was, I wouldn't want it to be. Will AI replace cats and dogs? I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about what's going to happen to the dogs. I love dogs. How would you feel if a robot clone of you suddenly shows up and lives with you, not replacing you, just be with you? How would you feel? Well, I don't know how I'd feel. I'm not at that stage. Well, damn. You'd be happy. Yeah, Dylan would be happy. Well, Dylan, how would you feel if there was a clone of you and I took it home and it lived with me and I used it to replace you? How would you feel about that? It's a version of you that's always available, and I can just hang out with it whenever. Like when we play Super Nintendo games. The future is frightening. The future is actually frightening. You'll move on. That's kind of depressing. It's depressing. That sort of thing is depressing for me. Sure, you'd move on eventually, but like, I wouldn't want something like that to happen. Dylan, it was a hypothetical. I could never replace you. I was talking about you always talk about replacing me, you bastard. Don't pull that shit on me. I did in my hypothetical. Yeah, my hypothetical that doesn't actually exist and never happened. All right, so I got a question for the chat then. Like, let's say your best friend replaces you, like how I said with Dylan, right? Your best friend replaces you with the perfect copy of you that he can just hang out with at any time, but you never get to see him again. Basically, you never get to see him again. How would you feel about that? Like, he's too busy hanging out with like this version of you that, you know, is just available all the time. I actually feel you made me feel bad about asking that question, Dylan. You made me feel bad about asking that question. You wouldn't mind. You never get to see him again. It's your best friend. Yeah, he has it. He does have it. You would be happy for your friend. Oh my lord. How would I feel if I was AI all along? Well, I'm pretty shitty AI then, aren't I? I mean, I'm kind of a defect then. Well, he's replacing you with a perfect copy of you. So he's replaced you, but the only person who can really replace you is you, I guess. Alright, take the 3DS. Copy is still a copy, huh?
No 3DS?
Oh, maybe your sister took it.
If he's on my Animal Crossing New Horizons account.
Yeah?
I didn't give her permission to get on there.
How do you feel about the women complaining about being sexualized by AI? Like that one stream, like those streamers?
I heard you outside your door.
Well, I wasn't talking to you. I was asking chat like how they feel about it.
Why am I in here?
Like deepfakes, I mean. Item God has so much health. Oh wait, I was supposed to like look through these items and steal other stuff as well, but I didn't do that. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. Are deepfakes bad? That's the question I asked you guys. I'd be concerned what they would do with my seed if they did that. They broke into my house to suck my dick. I think, wow, are they about to create a vaccine that kills me? Are they about to manufacture some sort of disease? Is the CIA making another heart attack gun? But, you know, this time even more deadly? I don't really think I need to reload. They're not impersonating anybody. What do you mean? It's just putting the face on it and editing the face to act that way. Deepfakes are so bad. I don't know how people can get off to them, honestly. I think they've probably come a whiles away, but like whenever I look at these things in passing, they just like look freaky. You might as well be looking at like, you might as well like put some fucking like glue a photo over like a sex scene. That's the level of realistic this shit is. You can notice the seams and some other freaky shit happening with the faces. It's just weird. I don't know how people can enjoy that, to be honest. It actually fucking freaks me out a little. It's too uncanny. So I think about the guy who got caught with this stuff, and I just think, wow, this guy potentially ruined his marriage for no reason. Isn't that hilarious? Local man ruins relationship. Whoa, look at that jump. Look at that jump. Woo! Can men and women be friends? Yeah, I'm friends with plenty of women. The problem with men and women being friends right now is expectations of pussy. Like, yeah, if you're looking to have a relationship with a woman and you just see her as, you know, a potential mate, essentially, that friendship isn't going to last. It's not a friendship, it's you being horny. So it never had a chance to begin with. I don't get what people don't get about that either. Like, of course you're not going to be friends with this person. You kidding me? There was never an option of friendship. You never extended it. Same goes for women. Sometimes, anyhow. I don't know. I can't speak for women on that one. I've got, like, probably less than 1% of my fan base is women. There's, like, one woman. She saw her husband watching my videos, or her boyfriend, or her friend. She was like, wow, I like that. I like the edgy jokes about... I like the edgy jokes this Mint guy makes. Would you be mad if your wife had a close male friend? Depends. Like, if she's going out and having... She has a friend that she goes out with and there's nobody else there, it's just them. Then yeah, you know, I might be a little bit uncomfortable with that. But, I think that's just normal. A little bit normal. Like if I were to go out with, hang out with a girl or something like that, and I was married, I would want somebody else to be there to make sure to be able to, you know, verify I'm not cheating on my wife or something. And even then, there's like this movement basically. There's this thing that some people do, Christians in particular, some form of Christians. Mike Pence does it. It's where you basically never allow yourself to be alone with the opposite sex without you need somebody there. And what this does a number of things, and one of the biggest one, which is currently an issue, is it prevents people from making shit up about what happened. So you can never be Me Too'd if you didn't actually do some weird shit. If you never have an intention of doing weird shit, this shouldn't be a problem for you. Some people might see that as like kind of, I don't know, encroaching on their freedoms, I suppose. It's like, oh, I don't have to, I have to be with another person when I'm out. But like, it works both ways. It's gonna be, in the end, more secure. You're gonna feel more secure about your relationship. You're going to feel more secure about just hanging out with these people. It makes sense for everyone, especially in this day and age. I mean, I know that I have no intention of molesting anybody, but random people on Twitter don't. And also, it's weird in general. I mean, I guess I can't really say do it like everybody should be doing it, in a way. But I can say that it's safe. It definitely seems safer. For whatever that's worth. You're less likely to have somebody tell you, some weird shit. Or get pissy because you didn't, like, return their advances. A lot of shit today is kind of freaky. A lot of weird people out there. Oh, whoops. Man, these guys really cast all the spells, don't they? I remember being told about... Oh, I actually have told this story before. But, like, poor autistic people can definitely get accused of some stuff. And they're not really socially skilled enough to defend themselves. Even though they've... you know, there's no chance in hell it could have happened. You know, sometimes that works as their defense, but, like... You know, there's plenty of people out there that just get, like, shit on and they didn't do anything, really. They get caught up in the crossfire. Frederica is all the way over there. You really got me thinking. I need Captain Gordon. This guy can throw for 6s. He's one of the only characters that can. Oh yeah, I forgot the reason. I forgot to mention the reason why I brought up Mike Pence. Apparently, Mike Pence, South Koreans adopted a very similar sort of thing, so that they couldn't get fucked, basically. Oh, I found it in the item world. It's just random. Does 2 fix the problem where maps have unreachable islands? Yes, it does. It is actually insane the amount of flack that 2 gets, because it fixes literally every single problem that Disgaea 1 has. It introduces a few new ones, but like honestly, those aren't really as big of a deal as like some of the ones that 2 has, or 1 has. There's only like one problem, and it's that it's one that's easily fixed by just having a geomancer. Also, on the short kid topic, the short people topic, it's my personal opinion that women who have like this, if you're a woman and you have a height requirement of 6 foot and you're 4 foot, you shouldn't be allowed to have kids. You're going to ruin the genetic pool for these people who are 6 foot and taller. I think that you shouldn't be allowed to have kids with people that are significantly taller than you. That's my stance on it. You're ruining the tall genetic line. You're ruining it. You're muddying it. Yeah, it's eugenics. That's what I believe in. Eugenics. Basically, if you're a super retard, you shouldn't be breeding either. If you're giga retarded, I would say that eugenics should go into motion. But the thing is that eugenics would only ever be used to cull off the smart, essentially. There's like there's a lot of hate against eugenics, but eugenics actually works. It's the one thing we can actually affect. And usually eugenics would be carried out by nature, but because of modern medicine, local retards have been skyrocketing. We should be doing things like editing the... We should be editing the genetics that are more likely to make you addicted to cocaine out. But for some reason, that's not acceptable. Nobody wants to do it. The idea of having a society where people don't do cocaine and aren't fucking stabbing people out in the street because of I don't know, God, because they have schizophrenia, I guess, and they're homeless. You know, those kinds of genetics aren't being removed, even though you could have easily done genetics like that sort of deal way sooner, and the world would be a better place for it. But the reason why they don't do that is because there's a certain group of people who happen to have very bad genetics, and they control many things. and there's a higher prevalence of schizophrenia and things like that amongst them. You know, just a certain group of people. You might have heard of them before, but I'm not allowed to talk about them. That doesn't narrow it down. I think it narrows it down. What's a group that you're not allowed to talk about that has a higher statistical chance of getting schizophrenia? Okay, I want you to think about it. There's been like a... Last year, there were a couple of major incidents where you weren't allowed to talk about it. You weren't allowed to talk about it, and people got deplatformed for it, basically. And they're known for owning all of the media and other such things. And one of their most notorious moments is being behind 9/11 and having dancing little merchants during the 9/11 attacks, essentially celebrating our loss. What did you come into? Oh, and you know, conveniently there was this guy who owned the Twin Towers at the time. It's really funny guy. What was his last name? I think it has the word silver in it. But you know, I'm stupid, so I can't remember what the last part of it is. But you know, it happens to line up with a certain group of people. And you know, he happened to take out a really big insurance claim on the towers, which at the time were dilapidated, falling apart, having irreversible damage to them that, you know, you would normally have to destroy a building for. And you know, coincidentally, his investment in this building that got destroyed paid off quite a bit, and he was in fact he was so lucky. He was so lucky that this happened. He managed to sue the airlines multiple times, and I think he did it again like a third time in 2012 onward, something like that. Really funny coincidences. And you know, what do you mean? I'm just talking about things that we know happened for real. We can talking about things that actually happened that we have confirmable evidence on, such as Anyway, I think it's hilarious, to be honest. That's why I mentioned it. It's like a cosmic little thing. Yes, the code word. The code word. Interesting. Yeah, it's just a funny little coincidence I was talking about. Well, hey now, you can't be using emotes like that. They're not kosher. Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't want to be in a car in a car, a convertible car with my wife, waving to people when suddenly I'm shot by an assassin from out of the bushes, and while he's in prison, he just mysteriously gets assassinated himself. I definitely don't want that to happen to me. That would be terrible. That would just be awful. I don't think so. I don't think anybody knows I exist. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. This is funny to me. What do you mean? It's a funny little joke, you know? Do 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 do. Watch out. I'm watching. My favorite, yeah, the YouTube police are my favorite. The villagers, they control everything. Yeah, the villagers in Minecraft control everything. I wonder why they want so many emeralds. It's just they never have enough of them. I can just keep trading for days and just keep taking them. They're really happy about it too. They're really happy. 7-Eleven 7-Eleven is owned by Indians. Which, obviously I don't think the villagers in Minecraft are Indians. Well, it might just be because of where I live, but I have never seen, for more than like one day, a 7-Eleven employee being of an ethnicity other than Indian. There was like one incident, and they did not work there long. Why do they like 7-Eleven? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's just a good number or something. Popular store in Japan. Really, no. Well, I mean, I knew that they had stores in Japan. I just didn't know that they were popular. Like what you would consider popular. Like, are they competing with top brands, or is it like a something else? Why is it called 7-Eleven? Because these guys are open 24 hours. Pretty sure they're bullshitting me. They're not open. They're not open 7-Eleven. That's nonsense. I want to go to Japan so I can get higher selection of instant noodles. I don't know. Instant noodles. Yeah, it's probably better. The American ones suck. Everything in a 7-Eleven is overpriced. You know, because it's a convenience store. Wait, hold on. There's a Cosmic Blade there. But it's rank 9, and it's not legendary. Do 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 do. I feel like I have less filter than most people do. Even in like a normal setting. Yeah, I was. We've got. I was grinding a that, but I have a rank 39 at the moment. I have my accelerator. I'll get back to working on my thief soon, actually. This is one of the reasons why. If I had 1,000,000 subs, would I be more careful about what I say? I probably wouldn't stream on YouTube. I probably just wouldn't stream. I mean, you can have 1,000,000 subs and say some really questionable things, but as long as you don't upset the wrong people, you're fine. If I was rich, though, and, like, hypothetically I was rich and they banned my videos off of YouTube, or something like that, you know, I would probably try and sue or some shit. That is what I would do, because I don't think it is cool. Basically, they have a monopoly, and I'm being banned off the monopoly for saying things that would have been fine just just 10 years ago. You know, it's not like I'm saying the N-word out loud and screaming for the elimination of all minorities or some shit. Like, if I'm just doing the stuff that I'm doing right now, yeah, I would probably try suing. If I was rich. Well, yeah, if I was rich, well, let them. I don't care. I don't give a shit what the media says. I genuinely could not give less of a fuck. They wanna do shit like that. What I would probably do at that point was I would start doing my own little research, and suffice to say, I would have more to say about certain media organizations than they would have to say about me. Did you see that one of the newscasters, I believe it was for like ABC or some shit, got caught up as being a pedophile and had to step down? I think I would have a lot more to say about them. Oh, yeah, you would fall asleep? Well, let's see if we can't find other music in the shop. Yeah, they could do that. You're definitely right. Does anything else get released? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else to do there on that front. Music shop. Let's see. Unfortunate. I wish that I could get Disgaea 2 music on here. Disgaea 2 music is just better if you ask me. Why did I go in here? Whatever, he's gonna hit level 1000. Let him level up. Level 1127 plus. Doubled my speed. Very nice. Actually, let's put Falcon shoes back on. And let's put this on him. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, this is a max level wiener. Max level ween. No, it's not. It's one of the worst items for, well, not... Actually, there's a big variety of bad items, so I can't really say it's the worst. It's just, like, it's not good. Like, I can use it right now, but I have to perfect it. It's actually really good for where I am in the game. Because I'll show you in a moment. We'll look at this. Look at his attack. You see this attack? What if he didn't have this? He loses 3,000 almost. He loses 2,000, 24,000. Basically, 24,000 attack. I think that scales with levels, so... Maybe I should be, leveling these guys up. Stronger enemies. What the... Strongest enemies, huh? D2. Are you talking about Disgaea 2 or Disgaea D2? Because D2 has the cheat shop. Oh my god, my friend Dylan would like to watch my my stream, basically. Like to watch my broadcast of Disgaea PC. Why not? I'll let him watch. It'll probably make my stream lag, and if it does that, I'll have to turn it off. But whatever. The strongest enemy build in Disgaea 2 just, like, increases the enemy level by, like, I want to say 3-4 stars or something like that. Maybe it's a bit more. It's like 1 to 5 or something. You only need to pass it like a couple of times, like a little bit more than a couple of times, and your max level. Your max level enemies. It also has the weakest enemies bills. I think I'm gonna die from sneezing too hard one day. Can't promote any higher. Okay. Well, let's get stronger enemies.
Yay. 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 Yay.
It's a big jump. I love the news segments. Oh no, it's fine, man. You don't gotta apologize for missing a stream. Cool dragon. But yeah, Dylan, what unit do you want to be made into?
Yay. 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 Yay.
Let me... Oh yeah, if people want to be made into a unit, you can be made into a unit. Dylan, look at... Although, I think that you might have me muted. You might have my stream muted because you're watching me on Steam. Am I a unit? No, I haven't... What unit do you want to be made into? You might have asked on a previous stream, but... I don't really remember, to be honest. It's, a bit hectic. Okay, ninja. I can do ninja. Look at this. That is so goofy. What did you miss last stream? I beat the story.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Let me ask Dylan what unit he wants to be. Alright. What weapon do you want? I'm killing Baal, that's my ultimate one. Alright. What weapon? Fist? Okay. Man, ninjas look kind of goofy in this game. Dun, 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 dun. I'm waiting for my friend to tell me which one of these he wants to do. It would be a lot easier if I was streaming this on Discord. Okay. He wants to be the Bahamut. He wants to be this. Wait, what? He didn't like that. Well, rip the second dong. Actually, rip. I accidentally gave it away. Oh, fuck. What do I think about Final Fantasy 15? Game runs like shit on PC. That's what I think about 15. Well, that's fine. We only need one dong anyway. Yeah, ask him which one he wants his name. Yeah, we already have one legendary wing. Okay. He wants me to use his normal name, Twinbee. What are Bahamut? What are these dragons' attacks based off of in this game? Hold on. List of Disgaea attack units. Margins look really different in this one. Oh, these are all based around attack. Okay, good. Actually, let me see, how many spaces can they attack in? Hits 8 surrounding tiles, or panels. Hits 3 panels vertically in front of you. 3 spaces away, panel. Huh. Are printing gods in this? Probably. I have no way of knowing though. I have no way of knowing for sure. And by the way, is it capturing the number in the top right? No, it's not. Cool. It's not. Oh shit. And printies aren't very good though. Kind of shooting yourself in the foot. go keep increasing the level. Yay. What? Give him that one. Strongly against. She's only level 70. Why did I give her anything? I have a lot of Mr. Gensies, in case you guys were wondering. Yay. It still failed. Wow. Wow. Jeez. Cock fetishists or something else. Oh, what happened? I feel like there's a story behind that. Sounds like you wandered into something that you probably didn't want to see.
Yay, nay, 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 yay, 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 nay, yay, nay, yay, nay, yay, yay, nay, yay, 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 yay.
Are they bad people? They're disgusting people. They disgust me. Are they bad people? Well, I mean, situationally. I think some of these people are perverts who have a very disgusting fetish. Imagine the level of fucking disgusting you have to be to where you're just doing it with your wife doesn't work for you. You have to like ruin the relationship and have somebody else come in and do it for you. I don't like the coon brain like
Did I tell you dinner was ready?
no.
Oh, well, dinner's ready.
Yeah, I don't like the coon brain aspects of it.
Yay, yay,
Where you're so like caught up in your sexual deviancy, you ruin something that's supposed to be special. There's like some streamer or some shit, some YouTuber who was like doing some real mental gymnastics shit, basically defending why he lets people fuck his girlfriend. And yeah, I'm not about that life. I don't like those kinds of people. Like, you can do whatever you want, but like, don't fucking do mental gymnastics for me, okay? I just think you're pathetic, and that's not going to change. I'm only gonna think less of you. No, I'm not talking about Destiny. There's a guy who recently came out I don't remember his name. I don't watch this guy, but it was kind of funny because there's this one guy. Hold on. What's the name of this guy? What's the name of this guy? Yeah, some stuff should definitely just stay imaginary. I think the worst aspect of this is people like realizing they don't actually have this fetish and they don't actually like seeing this shit, and then they're already like watching their wife get fucked, and then they can't anymore. Oh yeah, it was Asmongold. So Asmongold watches this video of this guy talking about how he likes his he actually it's not that he's letting his wife fuck other people, it's that he wants her to do it. And in fact, he's the one who had suggested it, and he really likes it. You know, he's got to make sure they've got like a really big wiener too. Like he fixates on that or some shit. That's what does it for him, I guess. And Asmongold is reacting to this because this guy's like a normal streamer or something, and he's just coming out saying some weird shit. So this guy tweets at Asmongold saying, "Hey, my wife's a big fan. You know, you could come on over and fuck my wife anytime, buddy." I didn't watch Asmongold's video, by the way. I just know that he did a video on it, and that this guy tweeted at him after the fact or some shit. It's like, "Hey, buddy, my wife's a real big fan. What do you say, you and me? You come on over to my house. You do a WoW raid with me. Then you know, you can fuck my wife right in front of me. I have to watch. I'll be watching some of your videos. I'll be watching some of your videos and VODs while you do it." I don't know. I don't watch Asmongold. I don't know what kind of content he makes. I just know that he does or used to play WoW. And that's about it. I also know that somebody I was friends with apparently looks like him. A pal of mine met like an online friend of ours in real life and said that he looks like Asmongold. And it's funny because this guy also plays WoW. I guess Asmongold is just the typical WoW player. And Dongermonger has more stats than Ass Eater now. I've been really decking him out. What okay, so he gets about 20 levels at the moment for doing this. Let's level the enemies up more.
Yay, 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 yay,
Huh? I had more. I had more, hold on. Is this like a bug? Oh. For some reason, my messages, your guys' messages didn't show beyond the, what Haunted Breadstick said. Some stuff should probably stay imaginary. And then I see that other people responded. Yeah, it was Grossgore, I'm pretty sure. If it's Grossgore, that guy is not normal. I mean, normal for streamer standards. Oh. While players are cucks. Asmund Gold apparently reacts to everything because you can't look anything up without his reaction from it. Yeah, basically. Well, it's pretty boring. Yep. Yep. That's pretty something. Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna look up if there's a glitch involving passing bills. Disgaea one. Oh, apparently that guy I was telling you guys about who said, "I'm not your friend anymore, white boy." He might not actually be black. He might just be pretending or some shit. There are a few people who said, when I scrolled up to find that pinned message, some people said, "I'm pretty sure this guy isn't black." So that's possible. That is very possible. A lot of you were not there for that, so you're probably confused now. You can look at it in the VOD, I guess. But there was an epic discussion about things about. I get too fixated on that like on the negative aspects of that whenever I go back over it in my mind, talk about it. Disgaea 1. Bill's not passing. Bug, Dark Assembly not passing even though the votes are really in favor to. If I recall correctly, you need to win by at least mana cost votes for a bill to pass. That might be it. Yays need to be nays plus mana cost. Okay. I don't know why. That's just something somebody said in that chat that I noticed. It's from forever ago. This guy told me another funny thing about that guy. He told me that he was like in trouble, and in order to justify his actions, he said his daughter was taken against her will. Let's say that. Apparently this was a lie. This guy doesn't even have a daughter. Funny guy. Funny guy. That's pretty cool. I guess that there's some reasons to play Disgaea 1 complete over this one. Well, you know, Disgaea 1 complete isn't on PC though, so it's kind of out of the question. I mean, I could play it on my Switch, but my Switch has a number of issues with well, the recording software has issues, is what I should say. As some of you will remember from my streams. We're going to fucking go and smack these fuckers up. Look at these. Okay, so I didn't even kill all of them. Killed about half of them. That's the one problem with counter. You level up every time. Like that. So I gain about 30 levels with that. Per clear. It's only going to get easier from here, because as I'm sure a lot of you know, stat gains, right? See about this. Yeah, they all just get wiped out. I hate that community. I need to stop talking about them. There's just so much really like There's some pretty cool people in that community though. There's some pretty cool people. I should have mentioned them. There's this one guy who really liked all the stuff I did. The only big drawback on the Switch is the really long loading time when you boot the game. The saving and loading is pretty quick though. Well, the biggest issue for me would be like recording the footage and not having to worry about it not capturing the footage. I already got this anyhow. This is good enough. There he is, the Dongermonger. What would you do if a guy named Dongermonger like actually ruined your life and that was just his name? Like maybe he I don't know. I don't know what he did. Do Japanese devs make better games than American devs? It depends. Right now, I would say definitely yes. But if we're talking about like just if the potential of before the market got so fucked, no. Yeah, Dongermonger is your nemesis. And he's approaching you. What do you do? You said something really, like, really weird, like, I exist only to destroy you. What do you do? He's got three legendary horse wieners equipped. What do you do? And could you imagine? You come home from work one day and Donger Monger is beating your wife, and when you confront him about it, he says that he did it because you weren't doing it good enough. He says he was like inside of your walls studying your movements, and he could tell that you just weren't beating her hard enough. He's just stepping up. He's stepping up to be the man that you never could be. No, he's not a stepdad. You stole that line. You stole that line. It's yours now? I'm going to... Once I start getting good weapons, I'm gonna start leveling up these units and getting, like, even more powerful, units and maps and everything. Oh, I guess that explains the comment of the real red pill. It happens, though. It's future technology. Nah, it's fine. You don't need to apologize. We're gonna get Donger Monger up to level 2000. There's a pretty good reason for this too. Once that happens, he's being turned back into a thief. It's gonna be a tragic fate. Soft cap? Level 2000? Nah. Actually, maybe I won't turn him into a thief just yet. I think I can get more out of his weapon mastery. Like, this guy's never gonna be, like, ultra god because, you know, he simply can't do that as a thief, right? But he'll get pretty close. $2,000 at the moment is just the point where it's going to get harder for me to sort of level up this character.
What are you even doing?
Leveling him up. He's getting crazy level ups every time I do this. Look at that look at that fist mastery. 122 fist mastery. This dude beats butts. What can I say? Damn. Dun. No, you don't learn anything at max mastery. You you just get really strong attacks. I'll show you what really high mastery does in a second. Okay. See this? Taking this off removes 20 attack. Admittedly, that's not that much though, because removing that does a lot more. But with this, there's a lot more stats on this item. sort of balancing out at the moment, but if I had a weapon, if I had a good weapon, it would be a lot more powerful. It would be doing a lot more in terms of stats. But these two items are basically half of my stats at the moment, which is pretty crazy to think about. Look at this guy. And nine move. Now we lower the level of everything. Oh wait, I can do another maximum thing. Nah, I guess I messed up.
Yay, 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 yay. Yay, 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 yay.
But just a high number next to, like, I don't know, whatever.
What does that mean? That's the mana amount.
You have, like, almost a million.
Yay, 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 yay.
Yeah, I've got 713,000. That's a lot of mana. Maybe I'll actually, in this stream here, and I'll lower this and do stuff later. I think I'll do that. I still haven't had dinner or anything. I could do that. You guys take care. I need to also set up better goals for these streams, I think. Anyway, have fun, guys.